Hi everyone, I'm Gayle, and today we're going to work on strengthening, really challenging ourselves, building that deep core strength that can support us in everything that we do. Because strength is equally as important as lengthening and stretching. If we're really strong and tight and we can't move, like what good does that really do us? And if we're so stretchy and open and flexible that we can't like hold ourselves up, that's not too great either. So we're going to work on strength and flexibility and like refining our balance. So let's start by closing our eyes. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears and find some nice, deep, full, open breaths. Feel that fullness of your breath on the inhale, filling you up, expanding you, and then the softness of letting go on your exhale. Now start to circle around your hips, just letting your body move freely. And reverse the direction of your circles. Just come back to center. Bring your hands behind your back and press into your fingertips. Lift up through your chest. And then bend your elbows, lean back, and straighten your elbows, press forward. And just go back and forth a couple of times. Place your hands down and place your feet on the floor. Bring your hands a little wider than your hips. And puff up through your chest, push down through your hands, keep your shoulders open. And pressing down through your hips, lift your hips up. And lower your hips to your heels. Inhale up again, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, see if you can press your hips behind you without touching the floor. Maybe they touch for now, but maybe they'll, as you get stronger, you'll be able to keep them lifted. So I'm going to alternate between pressing back and lifting up and reaching forward and lifting up. So let's do that one more time. We'll finish this one up. And then one last one. So press up, shift forward, lift back up. Press back and lower down. Walk your feet in. Come into a squat and reach forward, making your way into downward facing dog. Look of lengthening out through your spine, bending your knees as much as you need to. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg up. And on your exhale, pull your knee into your chest, come forward, tap your knee on your arm. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, hug in, this time twist. So you can tap your knee to the opposite arm. And reach back. One more time like that each side. So come forward, same side, knee to the same arm. Reach back. And then exhale, twist and tap. And stretch back. Let's switch sides. So on your inhale, sweep your left leg up. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest, touch, and stretch back. So you really have to come high up on your toes and aim high. And last one on this side. So exhale, left knee forward to the left arm. Inhale back. Exhale forward, twist. Other side. Inhale back. Lower your leg down, bend your knees, sit back on your heels and rest in child's pose. Feel your breath expand as you inhale and release and let go on the exhale. A couple more times. Inhale, feel your ribs expand in all directions. And exhale, Maybe you feel a little bit heavier as you sink down. And one more breath here. And walk your hands forward, coming onto your forearms, and step back into forearm plank. Press down through your hands, lift up through your ribs, engage your legs by hugging your feet inward and your inner thighs inward. And take some nice, soft, easy, full breaths here, keeping a little posterior tilt in your pelvis and keeping your ribs lifting up. And bend your knees, shift your hips back, and begin to walk your feet in. Keep pressing into your hands. Your knees might need to be really bent, or maybe you can straighten them a little bit and start to lean forward, lifting your heels up, and then reach back, lowering your heels down. So pressing down, lifting up, and reaching back. One more time, press forward, lift up, reach back, walk your legs back into forearm plank. And if you want, you could lift your right leg up, point through your toes. And lower your right foot down, lift your left foot up, point through your toes. And lower both feet down, point your feet, and keep your thighs off the floor. And then lower your hips all the way down. Glide your hands back. Curl up into your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes and try and lift your hips off the floor first. So if you lift your chest up first, that makes it pretty easy to come into down dog. If you want to challenge yourself, think of lifting your hips up and then pressing up and back. And now we're going to do, we're kind of going to draw a rectangular shape with our knees. So bring your right leg up. Then exhale, hug your knee forward, tap high on your arm, then lower your knee down low, reach it across, and pull it up. Bring back to the start. So forward, down, across, and up. Forward, down, across, and up. Last one. Forward, down, across, and up. Oh, and stretch it back into down dog splits. That was hard. Then come back into your down dog. And let's try the same thing with the left leg. 3 times, 3 rounds. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, pull your knee in, lower down, reach across, lift it up, over to the side, down, across, lift up. Last one, over to the side, down, across, lift up, and back to down dog splits. Lower your leg down. And inhale, round forward to plank, and exhale back to down dog. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, glide back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Look towards your hands and hop or step forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your hips down, reach your arms up, coming into Utkatasana chair pose. And play with shifting your knees forward into the front of your foot and shifting them back into the back of your foot. And neither way is right or wrong. It's just different ways of doing it and exploring the feeling and the range of motion. Next time you shift forward, lift your heels up and lower the heels down, shift back. And shift forward, heels up, lower down, and shift back. One more time, shift forward, heels up, lower down, and shift back. Come back into your forward fold. Step back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg up. And then stack your hips, bend your knee, reach your toes back like you're trying to touch the back of your head. And then pull your knee forward and across. Inhale, open back. Externally rotate the hip. Reach back through your toes, through your knee. And then come forward and reach across. Last one. Stretch it back. Open up. Bend your knee, reach back. And come forward and across. Back to down dog splits. Lower back down. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Externally rotate the hip. Bend your knee, reach back. And exhale, come across and tap. Inhale, reach back, open up. Bend your knee, reach back. Exhale, come all the way forward and across. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Open up, bend your knee, reach back. Exhale, across into your twist and stretch back into downward facing dog. And lower your knees to the floor. Bring your right hand a little bit wide on your mat. Stretch your left leg up. Externally rotate your hip. Then reach your arm up as you reach your leg up. And bend your knee, hold your ankle, send your chest forward and your legs back. Slowly release, bring your arm up. And exhale, find your foot. Stretch it back. One more time. Reach up. Exhale. Bend your knees, stretch it back. And come on back into your tabletop. We'll do the same thing with the other side. So your supporting foot, the toes can be tucked or pointed. And open up through your hips. So you want your left hand out a little wider than your shoulder. Reach your arm up, reach your leg up, and then bend, hold your foot. Kick back as you reach forward. And reach up again. Hold your foot, kick back, reach forward. Last time, reach up. Bend your knee, hold your foot, kick back. Reach forward. Come back into tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Look towards your hands, bend your knees, and hop or step forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Just pause for a moment here to ground down into the earth. Open up to your heart. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. And on your exhale, forward fold. Step back into plank. And then either lower your knees down to the floor, or keep your knees lifted, but the most important thing is to not sag and to control your way down, nice and slow. Inhale, curl up into your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, press up to plank, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, pull your knee to your chest, step your foot all the way forward. Keep the back heel lifted, rise up. Crescent lunge, open up through your heart, and twist to your right, reaching out through your fingertips. Sweep the back arm forward and up. And reach your hands back as you step forward into warrior three. And sweep your arms forward and back. And forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Reach back into your crescent lunge. Open up and back to downward facing dog. And just move around in your down dog. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg up. Step your foot all the way forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open up, twisted crescent. Sweep your back arm forward and up. Press off your back leg, coming into warrior three. And sweep your arms back and reach them forward. And sweep back and forward. One more time, sweep back and forward. Coming back into crescent lunge. And back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to play with half moon. So you might want to have a yoga block handy or something that will help to raise the floor up. So a couple of books, or I don't know if you have some kind of sturdy box. So in your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and step your foot all the way forward. Find your yoga block, or you could use the floor. So your right hand is out to the side of your right foot, but not really far forward. So think of like a straight line from your shoulder to your fingers and start to open up. Half moon. Reach your arm up, maybe reach your gaze up. Stay nice and strong and connected. And then we're gonna bend our knee to our elbow and open up. Bend in, touch knee to elbow. Reach open, bend in, open up. This time when we bend in, to see if you can find your foot. And it's just like we were doing kneeling a moment ago, open up. So your chest goes forward, your knee goes back. And I should say, make sure that you have space around your mat in case you fall out of the pose. And then square your hips toward the floor, keep lifting your leg up. Release your foot for standing splits. Maybe you can start to walk your hands back and maybe even hold on to your leg with your hands. And release your hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Now notice the difference between your two sides. Let's try that on the other side. On your inhale, stretch your left leg up. And on your exhale, step it all the way forward. Find your yoga block. Stack your hips, open up. And then bend your elbow, touch your elbow to your knee. And open back up. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug in. Inhale, open. This time when you hug in, hold onto your foot with your hand. So it's a balance between really reaching forward with your chest and reaching back with your leg. It helps to move into it slowly and just find the expansion happen gradually. And square your hips toward the ground. Kick your leg up for a different variation of this pose. And release your foot, straighten your leg. Standing splits. Maybe you walk your hands back. Maybe you hold your ankle or your leg. And release your hands down and step back into downward facing dog. So let's do that one more time because we learn by repetition. So on your next inhale, sweep your right leg up and step your foot all the way forward. Take your time, rise up into your half moon. Maybe reach your gaze up. Keep your leg nice and active and strong. Now you can kind of stay open and bring your elbow to your knee, or you could kind of lower down and open up. Now hold onto your foot. Kick your knee back, your foot back. Reach your chest forward and find that nice, sweet opening. And parallel your hips to the floor. Keep kicking your leg up, chest forward. Release your foot into standing splits, straighten your top leg. Maybe walk your hands back. Make sure that you have enough weight in your heel to find your balance. Release and step back, downward facing dog. This feels very energizing and dynamic and challenging to me, so hopefully you're kind of having fun or learning something new. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg up. Step your foot all the way forward. Open up half moon. So remember, you can have your hands on a block. Makes it a lot more accessible if you haven't practiced half moon a lot. Get nice and long and strong. And bend elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Elbow to knee. Inhale, open. This time when you bring your knee in, hold your foot. Slowly start to kick your foot back as you reach your chest forward. And square your hips toward the floor. Keep kicking your leg up. And release your foot, straighten your leg. Standing splits. Maybe walk your hands back. Maybe one hand at a time. You can hold your standing leg. Release your hands back down. Step back into down dog. And walk your feet forward. And come into a squat. And you can play with like rounding your back in your squat, reaching your arms forward, and then pressing your triceps into your knees to kind of bring your back longer and straighter. And then round and lift and round. Last time, lift and lower your hips down. Come onto your backs. First, just let your low back sink into the floor. Rest your hands on your belly. And feel the movement of your breath. You can really never appreciate your breath too much. It's like, it's subtle, it's always there, but it has magical healing powers. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And bring your legs into happy baby. So you don't have to hold your feet. You could hold in the back of your thighs or on your ankles or calves. Let your knees open up to the side. And think of paralleling your feet toward the ceiling, toward the sky. And release your legs. So keep your shoulders on the floor, not lifted, but keep them lowered. And just hover your feet over your hips and your hands over your shoulders for dead bug pose. And just let yourself completely relax. Notice how delicious this relaxation feels after working pretty hard. And bend your knees into your chest again. Give yourself a little love hug and stretch out for Savasana. So I'll just stay with you here for about a minute, and you're welcome to stay longer. And see if you can really let go here. And feel the softening happening as you let go, as you surrender. Again, feel the breath moving freely, and especially focusing on your exhalation. just a couple more breaths here in Savasana, but you're welcome to stay longer. And start to bring movement into your fingers and toes, hands and feet. And just move in any way that feels good and relaxing. And slowly bend your knees, gently roll towards your side. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. If you feel a greater sense of strength and power, along with being relaxed and open. Using your hands, gently press your way up to a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope that you feel invigorated and alive and really realizing the potential of the strength that we can cultivate and that is lying potent within us. So please hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends, leave a comment, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.